add more value than qualifications. 30 November 2020. Has it ever occurred to you that being too educated could be a problem? Well, in a world where education seems so prestigious, most people go through their entire life acquiring one qualification after another, in the hopes of getting ahead or increasing their worth. However, is a qualification the only way one can attach value to their worth? Realistically, in a country like South Africa, where the unemployment rate ranges around 30% in 2020, according to Statistics South Africa, it makes sense to hedge unemployment by piling up qualifications. This behavior can be explained by a theory in economics called signaling. The theory explores how individuals use signals, such as education credentials, to reveal their quality or ability to potential employers. According to the theory, individuals with higher abilities or qualities can differentiate themselves from others and demonstrate their potential contributions to an organization. Employers can then use these signals as indicators of an individual's quality, making more informed decisions in the hiring process. Signaling in this case is associated with competence. Thus, when hiring is concerned, signaling through piling up qualifications can be justified. The paradox, however, is that eventually professionals in the field end up with the same certificates, which is at the detriment of developing authentic skill. This overemphasis on education credentials alone can lead to a lack of practical problem-solving abilities and the ability to navigate real-world challenges effectively. In some cases, individuals with extensive education in a particular field may develop a narrow perspective or be less open to alternative viewpoints. This can limit their ability to think outside the box, consider diverse perspectives, or adapt to changing circumstances. So, to those climbing the corporate ladder, never make the mistake of accumulating too many qualifications with the expectation of remuneration. For example, if you complete an MBA, a Master of Business Administration, but your competence has not improved, that is, you still make the same decisions as you did before the qualification, then you have inadequately applied the accumulated knowledge. So do not expect your remuneration to skyrocket, because stakeholders incentivize those who add value. Getting ahead depends on making a valuable contribution that saves or makes your stakeholders more money. Therefore, it is vital to discern why you are obtaining an additional qualification, how it fits into where you see yourself in future, how it will help you contribute or add value to the organization you are currently at or plan to join, and most importantly, how it will improve your decision-making process. In the modern economy, most people do not have labor-intensive professions, so developing the mind is instrumental to individual success, particularly critical thinking, which is often weakened when an individual is overly engaged in information overload behavior. Ultimately, value is based on how well you think and execute. The modern economy is output-driven, that is, what can you do with what you know, compared to input-driven. Thus, according to Naftali Horowitz, when an individual knows a number of things and understands how they are categorized and systematically interrelated, then that person has a great advantage over those who have the same knowledge without such distinction. To develop authentic skill as a professional, it is crucial to strike a balance between accessing relevant information and actively applying and practicing the skills being learned. It is important to curate and filter information effectively, focus on in-depth learning, seek meaningful practical experiences, and allow for reflection and creativity to flourish. Synthesizing knowledge in this manner bestows clarity on how one adds value to stakeholders. This quest is an inner transformation of the mind and character that improves an individual's decision-making process, their creativity and execution, outlook on life, and ultimately the level of service to the world. It is a dynamic and ongoing process that requires continuous curiosity, learning, and adaptation. Furthermore, it is a combination of self-awareness, proactive action, and a commitment to making a difference. It is a detriment to humanity when brilliant people fall short of their full potential because they have not mastered how to survive in the real world. Life is about survival, and those who succeed have found the formula to surviving well. In essence, building a career requires unusual talent or some type of advantage, a deep-seated interest in the field you are in, to be of service to a cause, and productivity that outpace income, especially when you are young. Because when you cherish experience over remuneration, the world becomes a beautiful place to explore and develop yourself. The delayed gratification improves your odds of enjoying better incentives in future. When your competence opens doors for you, and people pay you for the problems you solve,